Hi, my name is Ka, and I have decided to put this channel together because I want to talk to you guys. I no longer want to talk to people in my close surroundings. I want to talk to people all over the world and get an idea of how everyone is living their life, how I'm living my life, and some of the things that I have experienced in this life. So come along on my journey. Um, a little bit about me. In January, I finalized a divorce of an 8-year relationship. The relationship was a tough one. It was one that I was in love, and we were in love, but it was also an abusive relationship. Lots of fighting, just a lot of external factors that created problems. I was finally strong enough to get out of that relationship. And once I got out of the relationship, I had to rebuild myself. And I had to start teaching myself how to like myself. It was the weirdest thing, like I would wake up in the morning and look in the mirror, and I couldn't do the most basic thing like smiling. And like literally, I would stand in the mirror and my smile was like completely deformed. So I started off that way, and I just said, I need to teach myself to smile at myself. So I remember the first time I smiled, I was like it was so tough to just smile. Normally, smiling is so easy for me, but my confidence had been shattered, and I needed to rebuild who I was and find who I was at this time in my life. I'm a 43-year-old woman. It was my second marriage, and I didn't want to get stuck in that place. So I started rebuilding myself by doing little things. I had to learn my hobbies again. And I remember I had joined an online dating site. I joined several online dating sites. I didn't want to be single either. And one of the first connections I made, the person asked me, what did I like to do in my free time? I couldn't answer the question because the only things I had learned, the only things I remembered liking anymore were things that my ex liked to do. He loved to go hiking. He loved painting. All of those things I enjoyed, but prior to the relationship with him, that wasn't me. I used to like dancing ballet. I used to like going out. I used to enjoy making myself beautiful. He loved seeing me in gray sweats and a white t-shirt. He didn't care if I wore makeup. So I had to rebuild courage to be able to like myself again. And I made it an adventure to do that. I mean, I have to, I had to. So let me bring you up to date where I am today. Today, I am in a new relationship, and I met someone on Facebook dating app. He was the second person I met on the Facebook dating app. The first guy I met is an Austrian guy, very nice guy. The chemistry was there, but didn't happen. So I got back on the site late January, and there was one guy who I reached out to. I liked him, and the same day he liked me back, and I sent him a wave, and he wrote back, and it's now we're in our third month in the relationship, and we're the same age, and he's European. I do like European men. I've always loved European men. I've been married twice. They have both been, my first husband is English, my second husband is Italian, and my new relationship is Hungarian. So we're still getting to know each other, but the adventure has been wonderful so far. And he's making me feel like the girl I used to be maybe 10 years ago. I used to be someone who I enjoyed taking care of myself, and I liked having fun. I like going out and doing things, and he's allowing me to find that girl again. We've decided to move in together in October. We're both in our 40s. We know what we want, and right now we want each other. So in October, we'll be moving in together, and we've even talked about getting married, and I'm excited. There are times that my fears get in the way of, what am I doing? What if? Is this too fast? And those are all realistic, legitimate concerns. But overall, when I'm with him, even when I'm not with him, I feel great. I feel confident. It's the first time that I've been in a relationship where I can be on my own and feel at peace and at ease, because I'm not concerned about anything. I know that he loves me and I love him, and it's just a wonderful feeling. So I want to bring you guys along for this adventure. Excuse me. I want to bring you guys along for this adventure. It's nothing wild and crazy. We're both, working adults, but it's an adventure that I figured other people might be experiencing, and they can also, relate to what I'm going through, So let's start with my relationship. His name is Yanni, and he's Hungarian, and probably the best looking man I have ever seen in my whole life, and I can't believe he's mine. So our email exchanges started very natural. We would, I would send him messages and ask him questions. And early on in the email exchanges, I could tell from the way his grammar was that he had an accent. I actually thought it was Hispanic, just the way that he was using certain words. And I asked him, and he told me that he was Hungarian. I like that he is Eastern European. I had put a checklist together, and one of the things on my checklist was, before I get in a new relationship, there were 11 things that were firm things that were very important to me. And one of them is that they have to be foreign born. I'm foreign born, and what I've realized is that culturally, there has to be a cultural link in building a healthy relationship. So when I found out that he was Hungarian, I was like, yes! And we decided to finally meet, and I was a very happy girl, very happy. I remember when we first met, I was so happy that he was even better in real life, better looking, better person, good heart, very authentic. I was so happy that I thought, this can't be real. Like, what am I missing here? Something's gonna happen. Or he was just so perfect, you know? Um, of course, there are other things that are life stuff, but they're all things that I can handle and I can deal with. Um, it's going to be Yanni, myself. I've got 2 small dogs. He's got 1 big dog. He's got a cane corsa. Hi, Chloe. Hi. Hi, lucky boy. You're lucky. You're yeah. A cane corsa. He's got a cane corsa. So named Max. I have 2 small dogs, Lucky and Chloe. And our dogs already like each other, and my dogs like him. His dog loves me. I've never been one for big dogs, but this dog is so sweet, so loving, and so smart. He already knows me and he likes me. You know, when Yanni and I talk on the phone and he hears my voice, he gets so excited and looks for me. Um, we have a extra crate at Yanni's house for my dogs when I visit, and Max, he goes around the crate looking for Lucky and Chloe. So it's really nice. I'm very excited, and I'm definitely in love. It's a mature feeling love. And Yanni's also in love, so I would like to bring you guys along for this adventure. Yes, a lot of things are going to happen, and I'm going to share those things with you. This is my life, and I want to live it fully, so join me on my living bio. That's what I'm calling this. I'm calling this channel The Diary of Ka, and this is my living bio. So it's not going to be perfect. It's my life. So join me.